right.
Yeah, bro.
I'm about to get
Y'all
the
ready?
intro. Yeah, we about to get the intro going. Give me one
Let's
second.
get it.
Bet. All right.
Gentlemen's Guide.
Yo, this is the Gentleman's Guide podcast where we seek to unpack manhood one day at a time. I'm your host, B. Barnes.
What's happening, people, man? Co-host here, man. Shetty, man. How y'all doing out there?
We chilling, bro. We chilling.
Yeah, man.
Got our traveling sidekick brother. He back in town for a little bit.
What's up, man?
Drew
Hey,
back.
Drew back, man. So
Drew Bite.
yes, sir, man. Welcome home, man. Safe travels, man.
It's glad to be back, man. It's glad to be home.
Yeah.
Glad to be on land, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Definitely got a special guest this week. My man Raven, man.
I'm gonna call him by your stage name, bro, which is really your name anyway. My understanding is Sekou.
Yeah, it's all the same anyway.
Yeah, so
yeah.
So Raven Sekou or Raven Seals, whatever you want to call him, actor, rapper, spoken word artist. You know what I'm saying? Budding clothing designer. You know what I'm saying? You kind of do it all, bro. You know. Kind of dipping and dabbling in a lot of different things, bro. But you from Bun, we all from Bun, so you know that we got that connect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you feeling, bro?
Man.
Welcome to the pod, bro.
Feeling good. Thank you, man. Like feeling good. Just wanted to it's good to see y'all, man. It's been years, man, for real. So, just grateful to be here talking to y'all, man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
How
sir.
y'all been doing, like, for real?
Man, it's been beautiful, man. Life has been beautiful, man. You know, it's up and down here and there. But you know, you surround yourself by good people, man, amazing individuals, man, and it just makes those ups and downs a little bit more tasteful in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say that, man. But before we dive knee deep into it, man, I'm gonna bring to y'all. I got Mitchell's small batch right here, bourbon. That's the drink for the night, man. So any of y'all out there that you never ever had Mitchell's, you know that's a good pour, man. So I'm looking forward to this conversation, man.
Is that triple distilled? What's going on there? Give us
Steel barrels, oak barrels.
We see the collection.
Hey man,
He legit. Hey bro, he legit, bro.
But this is small batch right here. I ain't go straight barrel. I ain't go Mitchell straight barrel, man.
Okay.
So this is black label.
All
You know,
right.
then you got burgundy label, green label. You know those. So this right here, this is the beginner.
All right. Oh yeah,
Okay.
that makes more sense. I got you. I understand. Yeah.
It'll run you about $45.
About 45.
35, 45.
That ain't
45,
bad.
but five.
That ain't bad at all.
Yeah. It ain't gonna break the pocket.
Yeah.
Just a little something for the.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Like,
It ain't gonna break the pocket. But yeah, man, let's dive into it, man. Raven Sekou, tell us a little bit about yourself, man. We know you from Bun, man. You know, you was an athlete. You came in a little bit after me. I graduated in 06 from Bun. Brandon graduated in 08.
Yep.
Drew graduated in 10, I believe.
Raven came in with me.
So
year.
okay.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, man. You know, what has life been since you graduated in high school? I know that was some time ago. So catch us up, man, on where you've been, and what you're doing, and we can dive into it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I give y'all a fun fact. Like starting with like where I grew up. I was in Pilot. You know, this same house that I grew up in is the same house my mom grew up in back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And that house is here in Pilot. I'm in it right now, and that was 10 minutes from Bun. Before I knew what Bun was, you know, country kid, you know, country boy, y'all know that. But being from Zebulon and then moving schools, Franklin County to Bun High. The school I was from was Zebulon, and you know, that was East Wade. That's where I thought I was going for high school and all that. And then mom, she was like another fun fact, she was my third grade teacher with the Wake County Public School System. So when high school came, I thought I was going there, and she was like, nah, like we going to Bun. I was like, where's that at? Like, and just ended up, going to Bun. I'm glad I did.
Yeah,
Since
absolutely.
Bun High, it's been at the Bun. It was community college for like a year and a half. I was there with Advanced Granville out there in Lewisburg. I know Advanced Granville.
Yeah.
And then I transferred. I transferred to HBCU A&T in Greensboro. And I went to school out there like 4 or 5 years. Graduated twice. I had got my BA in sports management, which is so crazy now I look at it. And my master's in health and PE.
Word.
At the time, I think I just grabbed a major. When you're in college and you
Weren't really
freshman,
sure.
sophomore, they like, well, you gotta
Pick
pick something by your junior year.
Yeah.
I just picked it. Back then, I wasn't thinking about none of this now, the acting, the music, the fashion, none of that. It didn't even cross my mind.
Did you really see yourself as a
time,
PE teacher? Like, was that like something that you were really aspiring, or is it something that you chose because it was just you needed to choose something at that point in time?
Kind of like I needed to choose something, and then my mom at the time, she was a teacher,
right?
And cliche, she like, boy, you need to be a teacher. We need black males in these school systems, and the furthest I went with it was substitute teacher.
Okay.
And I also did a little bit of another fun fact was coaching, like YMCA, like flag football, coaching with the youth, like ages 5, 6, 7. They was so young, and I was doing that while going to college. And I was like, all right, this is cool. Like, I was really doing it, and I graduated. And ESPN had came out of school. I think her name was Lisa Salters.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think she just did an interview last night with the NBA game. Who was playing last night? Oh, the Celtics. The Celtics was playing last night. Yeah, she did an interview last night on TV, and I'm like, dang, I remember when she came back to college, like, and spoke to us. And I think ESPN, I was kind of like inspired back then, like, we'll take any type of major, whether you are communications, engineer, graphic design, we take all majors that, they want to work. So I had that in my mind, and, I was on the sports pad back then. I ain't gonna lie. I really was.
I
got out.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I got out, and, I started working in the sports field. It's a whole nother kind of like a crazy story. Like, I started working for the Charlotte Motor Speedway once I graduated.
Bro, I know you probably know some of the guys out there.
Like, this is gonna be it. I'm working in the sports field now. Like, this is it. Like, I got an intern with the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Did an internship over there like 3 months. Left there after the summer was up. They was like, okay, thank you for your time. And I used that experience, and I went to like the Panthers. I started working with the Carolina Panthers in their retail shop on NFL Sundays, just trying to get some, experience working in the sports stadium and all that.
Yep.
After that, it was to the Hornets, and I was doing tickets with the Charlotte Hornets. Like, met Steph Curry mama one year, just doing tickets, out there in Charlotte, because I'm like, again, I'm trying to get into the sports field. If it's not teaching, then maybe I can get in on the business side with it, just trying some stuff fresh out of college. And I did all of that for like a year. Like, when the season was up, your job was up. So I found myself moving back home, like, with 2 degrees, like, this is what it is. And my mom like, okay, like, I would apply to jobs, and they would say, well, you got the education, and you even got a little bit of experience. But, like, still coming up short, and I'm like, faith man, if it's for you and God got something for you, it's going to be for you. Yeah, and I will apply to ESPN, and I will apply to some teaching jobs as well, like PE. Like, I sat down with principals, superintendents, like faculty, teachers, and staff. I was a substitute teacher out there in Apex, North Carolina, for like a year. Okay. It's like 2018, 2019. And they was like, look, we like you. You know what I'm saying? it was like a credential thing. I think you had to have like certifications
Yeah,
to go along with the degrees.
State of North Carolina board.
And I had a degree, like, but it was like, you just a little short with the credentials. So I didn't get the job, but I had all this. Now I done worked teaching for a year. I done worked in Charlotte for a year, So I was pretty proud of myself when I came back to the crib. And I'm giving y'all the timeline. So I'm back home 2018. I'm there at the house for like a year just working. You know what I mean? Like, I done went back just like, when I couldn't get the teaching jobs, I just went back to like regular jobs like Walmart, did Food Line.
Yeah.
2019 come, 5 days into 2019, Mom's passed. And I don't know how death like affects people, but like for me, it's like after that, things kind of like just switch. Like, you know what I mean? I went from like a sports path to like, okay, I'm about to try something completely new. I've been trying this sports thing for a few years,
Yeah.
And I mean, to God be the glory. It's not to be, sad with it or nothing. Like my mama was a strong lady. Like, if it weren't for her, I don't even think I would have went to college to begin with.
Man, it sounds,
even be able to tell y'all that story.
It sounds like she was a
But,
huge influence on you. Had a huge influence on you and the certain decisions that you were making. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she was. Third grade teacher at that. She was my third grade teacher when I was 8 years old in Zebulon Elementary.
Yeah.
So when y'all were going to Bun Elementary, I'm assuming y'all went to. Did y'all go to Bun Elementary?
So no, that's what I was gonna. I'm very similar to you. I grew up in Zebulon as well. I don't know if you ever knew that. I
knew you knew. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Similar to you, I grew up in Zebulon. Went to Zebulon Elementary. Went to Zebulon Middle. Transferred to Bun Middle. So I too lived in Pilot, right off the Thomas Arnold Road on Mariah Drive. Right around the corner from Pilot Baptist Church.
Bro, you got to get an exact location.
Hey man, hey man.
Your mom and daddy's still there now. Come on.
Yeah, no, they moved.
They go.
Moved.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, they. So very very similar background, man. So, I get it, man, and I will say this, man. For you even to talk about that, man, to talk about her in the way that you are talking about her, man, just shows just how much she meant to you, and just the amount of just the amount of praise that meant. So shout out to your mom, man. Make sure you continue to rest and rest in peace, and blessings to you, through her.
For sure.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. So, I think you were saying that 5 days into that, she passed away, and how did that impact you overall mentally?
Mentally, God, she was sick for like 10 years. So she had MS, like muscular dystrophy. So me and my brother was at the house taking care of her, bath, doctor, food, being the caregivers. So when she passed, we were kind of prepared for, they were just like, just, you ain't never prepared, but, they were trying to give us like a heads up. So when it happened, I was like, this is what it is. And I guess what gave me peace of mind and sleep at night is like, we always say I love you, Mom, she's like, I love you, son, thank you for everything, just saying words. And, it kind of give you a little comfort, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what got me through, of course, with praying and everything.
Knowing that you had those last words said to her, that she heard it and could receive it rather than, saying it, when she's not able to comprehend.
Yeah. It made a difference.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Sounds like having time to mentally prepare kind of ease the blow to a degree, right? Is that accurate? Or
you can say that, yeah.
And that's tough, man.
Definitely did.
I can imagine, because I knew you, but I didn't know you. Like, obviously I knew you played ball, and I knew my memory of you from school was you was like a real quiet dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's really it's really crazy when you have like some perception of people. It's like, bro, you have no clue. You really have no clue what people are going through.
I don't know. He used to talk shit to me on the court, man. I don't know. Yeah. But back then he
probably
looked just
flipped the
like D
switch
Wade
on
though.
Yeah, he probably flipped the switch on
He
the court.
looked like D Wade back when.
Yeah, the D-Way the bun. I'm weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
So no. But it definitely was, just to see the blossom, like I said, the blossom
Yeah.
and the evolution of you over the years, man.
Yeah.
Take us into how you really got started in a fashion. I think that was the first trend. That I ain't gonna say
fashion
trend.
or-
That was the first. Was it
Fashion,
fashion
or
or singing?
or spoken word first. What?
Yeah, you can say fashion. Yeah,
Okay.
said
I
it
think
right.
it was fashion.
Yeah, 19, 20. Yeah, it was fashion. It was fashion. Did I opened up about it? Hey, like, so 2019, she passed January 5th, 2019, and that year I took a trip to Atlanta. And I got introduced to all the arts out there. The poetry, the fashion, the idea to like, okay, let me come back to North Carolina and try some things. But fashion was Greensboro. I used to work in the boutique, like fashion sweatshop, and this African guy, he would let me come to his shop Monday through Friday, dude, and like get on the sewing machine and give me like lessons on how to sew. And that's when I dabbled and started the brand. It was in Greensboro.
I see you got your shirt on, man.
I do. It's the encouragement. I need to pick it back up right now. It's crazy. Like, but staying encouraged is how I get through everything.
Absolutely.
So my understanding is that Sekou, I know that's your name, but you use it as an acronym as well. Could you dive into that? What that?
Yeah,
entails?
it's when I started the brand, I was like, yo, I used to like the God, I can't even say that no more, man. Like the name brands, I guess I'll say Ralph Lauren, and I know a lot of people like the Christian Dior's and stuff like that. Like I even used to like Crocodile. That was one, and
you weren't about to say
you won't
about to say
Yeah, I had to stop it, Sadie. I had to, because he used to be an influence, Sadie. Like Brandon Bourne, Andrew Bourne, Mercedes Heath.
I knew exactly where you was going with that.
Yeah. Sadie, you might be resembling that all, because we got that, like, yeah.
I knew exactly where you was going with it. Hey.
Hey, we don't condone, Drew. We don't condone, B-Boy. We don't condone, Sadie. We don't condone. But when it was what it was,
yeah,
I was like, yeah, you a black man. I'm influenced by it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get some name brands. But like with all in my name, like with the Caucasian, Ralph Lauren, I was like, dang, that's nice. Like I like the name. But me, I was like, man, people ain't gonna wear your name. They gonna think you conceited. You ain't just gonna throw a name on your shirt and things gonna work. So I was like, yo, you got to give it like a relatable message for people to relate to.
For sure.
So I was like, yo, I got to come up with the acronym. Like, and I was like, staying excited. And I was like, no. And I was like, staying encouraged. I was like, okay. And then, it just came about. Staying encouraged keeps ourselves uplifted. And I went to sleep on it. Woke up, I liked it. A month went by, 2 months, 3 months. I'm like, okay, yeah, we're gonna do it. It's not even out yet. It's been a few years, but I wanted to throw it out there. Working with the boutique fashion sweatshop. So I just got into the creative bag, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with this. But yeah, that's how the name and all that acronym came about.
Say it again for the people, man. Say it again for the people in case they didn't catch it the first time.
Sekou. It's Sekou. My cousin actually named me. He lives in Texas, and I was like, dude, how my mama let you name me, bro? Like, and he doing 50. Like people don't even know my cousin named me, and my brother his middle name is Shakur, and he's born in 1993. I was like, what was going on back then, ma? Like at the time, she was like, oh, Tupac was hot, like. And your brother Shakur. I was like, oh wow, like, and that's his middle name for real. Spelled the same way. And I talked to my cousin. He's like, he was in an African book one night, and he got the name Sunil, like the African book. And it originally it means wise and educated. I should say that first. It means wise and educated. You know what I mean?
What language?
I think it was Swahili.
Swahili.
I think it's Swahili. You know what I mean? I had to fact check it and Google it back when I was little. I was like, that. And then I called him. He was like, yeah, it means that. And I was like, well, thank you, cuz. Like, he like 20 on me, like 20 years. So when it came to the fashion, I was like, well, I know it got meaning, but let's do like the FUBU thing. Let's put an acronym to it.
For sure.
You know, so that's how I went.
Yeah. Talk about like just for
when it's out, I'm gonna give y'all some stuff like for real. Like it's been.
Hey, bro, I've been waiting on my hat for a minute, bro.
You've been asked like a couple years too, bro. Like, bro, please forgive me, bro. Like, I ain't forgot.
Yeah, respect. I got you.
Hey, quick pause, real quick. Hey, Seti, check out my jacket, bro. I got this is my man Drew.
You gotta stand up in the camera so can't nobody see.
What's going on?
Hey,
man?
Look. I'm looking at Seti face. Boy couldn't stand up. The boy.
Let him know what the story is.
Hey man, so all right. So this is a shout out to my homegirl Chanel Sweet Sticks. She was on the shit with me. She was playing for another band, but she was on the shit with me. She has her own clothing line. I think this is like.
All right, Brandon, sit down there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You doing too much.
Nah, hey, I'm trying to show it off.
If anything, bro, this is confirmation, Ray. You need to go back to it, bro. Start back. You know what I'm saying, doing your thing, bro.
Well, it's smooth, bro.
You definitely got something, bro. But
clean.
yeah, like Sweet Sticks, man. Shout out to her, man, from Detroit.
Fome, right?
It's Fome. Yeah. Fome. Yeah. Go check her out, man. She got an Instagram and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We'll try to post it.
Man. Had to plug that in. But going back, like rewinding a little bit, Raven, when your mom had crossed over to, you know what I'm saying, meeting Jesus and whatnot, you said a switch flipped in terms of like your creativity. Is that 100% accurate, or like were you always dipping and dabbling into the arts, or was it like you just always thought about it and never really dove in until that transition happened? Like how did that actually go about?
She exposed me as a kid with the art. I used to play violin in 4th grade. She used to put us like in, of course, the sports. You know how mama's gonna and pops. If you got them, they gonna put you in sports to keep you active. But the art, she put me in violin in 4th grade. She put me in tap dance. Fun fact, I'm about to let it rip. She put me in color guard. And I was like 5th grade. We in, bruh, she put us in everything.
That boy was like Jordan from Bernie Mac.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That way had the ribbon, did he?
With the ribbon?
Had the ribbon.
I want to do the twirling, Uncle Bernie.
And look, they was laughing at me in the parade. He like laughing like,
hey,
why you throwing up this flag with the ribbon? I said, I ain't 65 now. Don't do me like that now. She just trying to keep me out of trouble. Like, please don't do me like that.
Hey, but that's planting seeds of your creativity, and you fast forward and you can kind of
keep planting the seeds. Bro. Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, she did when I was little.
For sure. That's what's up.
So that's where it came from.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, after
Burning Man, that's funny. Yeah, that's a funny episode.
I love that show. I love Bernie Mac, bro.
Yeah, rest in peace, Bernie Mac. You know what I mean? All time ago. He's one of my favorite comedians too. Out of all them too.
That's a fact.
I like
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Take us into singing. How did you become a singer? Like you're a man of many talents. Like I said, I watched you evolve over the years, man, and seeing the posts you've done, and we're gonna get into your more recent stuff. I definitely want you to dive into that. Just seeing how you've evolved over the years and the many talents that you have, being on stage, writing poetry, touching poetry, singing, was that something that you grew up doing as well? When did you learn that you could sing and that you could really hold a tune? Because some of us be in the bathroom thinking we could sing, and we can't, and we can't do that. When did you then realize like, yo, damn, I can really blow?
I ain't gonna lie, it's a little note. it's a little note here and there. You know what I mean? North Carolina has some of the most beautiful voices like ever. You know, like even the celebrities like Jodeci, Fantasia, like Jodeci from Charlotte, Fantasia from High Point. I think Anthony Hamilton, he's from Charlotte. Like North Carolina always had like some beautiful voices out here.
Going back to
so
Nina
to
Simone.
the singers, I can't really say I'm a singer because they would test me under the table right now. But a little note here and there, it came from like church, growing up in the choir. You know what I mean? So, and then all my friends could sing. So I mean, you just be around it. You know what I mean? But you know, they would tell you. He's more rap than like singer. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you really put it in singer. But so I gotta say that because they'll go crazy. But it came from Mom's City. It came from Mom's. It came from the choir. And when I found out about it, like probably when I got out of high school, like out of college later, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much how it came about, like with that part.
Yeah, for sure. Then that led into, you know, the kind of the poetry as well.
Yeah, the poetry that okay, so that go back to Atlanta. So 2019 I took a trip down there. How I got into poetry, you did it one time in college too. I had performed in college one year, like 2015, at a talent show at A&T. Did it one time, 2015. Liked it, got a standing ovation. Didn't think nothing of it, walked off stage. Didn't touch it again for like 4 years.
Word.
I go to Atlanta and I get invited to a poetry cafe. I go down there and it's the second time I ever performed. You know, they don't know that. I'm like, yeah, I did it one time back in college. Let me try again. Did it, fell in love with it the second time. And I said, yo, I think this is what I want to do. Came back to Raleigh, and I found myself going to all the poetry cafes, just, you know, trying to perform anywhere. Durham was one of them, Raleigh, Greensboro. But, you know, Atlanta kind of like, you know, I did it here the first time, but when I went there down there and perform my second time ever, I don't know, something sparked that year. And that was 2019, same year Mom had passed. And I was like, man, all them years in college and doing all the sports wave, I was just like, yo, maybe I'm going to try something different, like something new. You know, that's how I got into the poetry. So I started joining competitions, jumping in poetry slams, some of the best poets and speakers in the state, and they winning nationals. And I'm like, this is my rookie year. And I'm like, yo, we just about to go on stage. Like, you got 3 rounds, so you better bring it, or they going to smoke your boots every night, every Friday, Saturday night. And I think I got to the second round. I ain't never, like, win, but, like, it was always, like, respect. And they shook my hand, I shook theirs, and they helped me with my pen and performing in front of a live crowd. And from then on, 2019, I was like, yo, yeah. I like performing, you know.
I see the transition. I see the transition.
Yeah, yep.
I see the transition. I see the transition.
Ain't no songwriting. That's the practice of spoken word, songwriting, music. You know what I mean? It's all the same, you know. But that's how I got into it. Yeah.
That was similar for me as well. Kind of, I was writing poems too, writing spoken word, and then slowly transitioned into writing verses and hooks, and you know what I'm saying, and kind of dove into that a little bit. So yeah, I totally understand that transition for sure.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
City, that's so funny. You used to write in there in high school to the girl or something. Like, I got a fun fact with Gerard. Y'all brother that I don't think y'all know about, like Brandon and Drew.
What happened to OJ?
Oh,
Wow, was not like this. I should have got it approved. I walked up in here like,
what?
I think it was freshman year.
What?
It was like Valentine's Day. I'm going somewhere else right now.
Go ahead.
I can edit, bro.
Hey, tell the story. Hey, look. Tell the story.
It's PG. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I think I know about the story anyway.
Hey,
but go ahead, tell the story. Man,
Take a little sip.
I taught Gerard 1 year in high school. When we was in 9th, I think he was in 12. Cause you 08, but Gerard was 07, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he on 7. So I called him his 12th grade year. I called Big Bruh his 12th grade year. And people don't know that. Like, I was like, I had a girlfriend. I think he was dating somebody else at the time. And you had to walk your gifts with your bag at Bun to the girl that you like. And me and him, they was clowning. It was like, yeah, you got that Valentine's bag for it. And I'm like, I'm looking around. He the only one with one. And I'm the only one with one. And, like, we walked down the hall. And I was like, yo, we just gonna have to do the walk of shame right now. All the guys laughing to the girl we like. Man, I swear I don't even know if you remember that. It's like 2000.
Hey, Dry.
I don't even remember this.
Hey, Dry, who was you dating back then, cuz?
I ain't gonna say no names, but I know.
Hey, man, y'all ain't gonna have Brittany calling my phone.
Bring that Baltimore out.
Who's you walking chocolates down to, OJ?
Depends on the time of the year, but I can imagine. I'm pretty sure. But
it don't matter now. It don't matter.
It don't matter. Everybody married.
I just brought it up because, when you writing poetry and, you do it to the girl, and I remember that time, so yeah.
He probably don't even remember.
Shout out Rod, though, man.
Oh, yeah.
That man Bennis.
Bennis.
I don't think y'all knew that.
Bennis.
I don't think I knew that. I don't remember that either.
Nah, I never knew that.
Yeah.
I was out of school at that time.
Like, I don't think y'all knew that.
Yeah, I was out of school at that time.
Yeah, I said you was out of school, but I sure saw you a lot around.
I got touch on that too. Said you from Zebulon. You know my cousins.
I always going to play basketball.
Hey,
Josh Miles, like everybody, like
yeah.
Hey, being from Bun, bro, like, and we can all attest to this. Like, coming from a small town, bro, it's like the world was so much big. It's so much bigger than what we knew at that time.
The world is so small nowadays, bro.
That part,
bro.
Yeah.
The world is a small place.
It is.
Drew,
small
hey,
place.
yo, y'all don't be catching Drew, yo. Y'all gotta call Drew out on his stuff.
Hey, man, I don't be doing that. I'm chilling.
Hey, Jordan Poole, chill out.
That boy play Jordan Poole in Disney Plus show.
They gave me way. Yeah, I can see Poole. Yeah, I can see Poole.
Oh man,
Who's the Poole of the Wildcat team?
Hey, bro, shut up.
Bro, you no.
Mercedes up here looking like Slim from the Wood. All you need is Jerry curl.
Hey, I'm weak.
Boy, I was choking on my whiskey, boy.
Hey, bro.
Hey, but speaking of movies though, speaking of acting, bro, like my understanding,
that's a good segue.
you done been in BMF, one of my favorite shows. You done been in Law. I literally just watched the episode last night. You done been in Law and Order.
I was just watching SVU right before I came on.
Yeah,
that's why I was late, B.
Raising Kanan, one of my favorites. What's some other productions you've been a part of off the top of your if you have any more?
We just did FBI Most Wanted in New York like a month ago. Season 5. That was New York got so many like shows up there. But Law and Order, FBI, the Power Raising Kanan, them like the top ones right now. And then Atlanta, it was BMF, the Tyler Perry movie. That's called Black, White, and Blue. That's a new movie, ain't came out yet. Okay. I don't even know if he's gonna let me in it. Like, I'm still waiting on the edits, how they gonna roll that. But they gave me one scene in that. And what else? It was a TV show called Genius. It's on Hulu.
Okay.
I just saw the commercial.
Malcolm X and
the Malcolm X.
Yeah, it's a series.
I'm locked up with Martin Luther King. In one scene.
Man was in jail.
And in another scene, I made this speech at Malcolm X. Yeah. So that was season 4.
So how did you make that trend? How did that even start, bro?
Go ahead, bro. Before you do that, man, drop a bomb for that, man.
Oh yeah, we got you.
Drop a bomb. Round of applause for that, man.
Say like that.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Coming where we from, man. That's not common, bro. That ain't common, bro. So
you out there getting it, bro. We proud of you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely, man. We'll take a drink to you, drop a bomb to you, man. That's truly a blessing and testimony, man. I mean, I want to hear about it. I want to hear how you got into it. You know, what led to that first audition. Like I was saying earlier, I saw the transition for you being on stage and being in front of individuals, and I felt like correct me if I'm wrong. I felt like that was kind of the beginning of your being on camera.
Yeah.
So take us through that, man. Take us through how you transition from competing to poetry slams to being on BMF, being on Tyler Perry movie, being on all these other productions, and go from there.
Shows. Well, I told y'all the fashion. I started with the poetry, getting introduced in Atlanta. When I got back, 2019, after I came back from Atlanta, this is probably like 3 or 4 months after Mom's passed. I was like, dang, I like fashion. Okay, I like poetry. Okay, what else do I like? Let me see what else I like. And I typed up acting. I was just trying to try stuff, and I ended up 2019 entering this acting kind of like school program where people don't know this, but I took acting classes in 2019. So before all them shows you tell me with the BMF and Power and Top Hat, before that I was here in North Carolina doing acting classes for 6 months, and people didn't know that because I didn't. It was 2019, I hadn't even started posting anything 5 years ago. And it was in Cary, North Carolina, and that was my first audition. You had to audition just to get into the school or whatnot.
Wow.
And God gracious, they was like, we like you, you can come back. And I had to start paying for acting classes. You know what I mean? I think I did $2,000 when it was all together, a couple $100 each Saturday. And you would come there for 2 hours, and they would train you. They'll do improv. They would do script reading. They would even do runway for the models. You know what I'm saying? They would do audition preparation, how to prepare for an audition, stuff like that. So how I got into all the shows y'all naming, it started here in North Carolina, going to acting classes. And once I did the classes, a lot of people was there for 6 months. People end up going to the military and becoming doctors, lawyers, doing different things. I think that was the time everybody was just trying to see if it was really for them, and I was there too, am I really going to stick with this? And my friend was like, well, you paying $2,000, you better at least try it and, see what's going on. And I was like, yeah. But they don't stop. You can always take classes. I'm always with some acting friends. We be reading script, just practicing. But yeah, that's how I got into it, with that, taking classes.
What was your very first role? After you took those acting classes, what was your very first audition, and what was the very first call you got back? Hey, we want you to come.
The first one was that was the first show. It was 2022. Now we speeding up 3 years later. I moved to Atlanta. It was a show called Heels. Heels supposed to be season 3 too. It was on STARZ. It's called Heels. It's supposed to be the imitation of WWE, a wrestling show. But for copyright reasons, they didn't call it WWE. It was called something else. I forgot. But it's 2 brothers. They own this wrestling league, and that was the first show I was on in Atlanta. As background actor. I ain't had to audition for that one. But they was come on, they'll hit you up, and time, place, location, and it went from there. It was a show called Heels. That was my first official show, I can say.
That's dope, man. That's dope. So how long you was in Atlanta 2022? How long did you stay down there? Did you come right back?
I was there for almost 2 years. Why not just get back to end of last year? So about a year and a half, City. Yeah, about a year and a half. That's 22. All of 22, then majority of 23, and then after 23, by the end of 23, that's when I started going to New York and trying the shows up there.
Gotcha.
Man, it sounds like you don't hesitate to jump into something when you get the itch.
We just jump.
You just jump in, and to that point, what would you say to the person that's on the fence about taking that big leap into something new?
I would tell them, go for it. You know what I mean? If you fall and fly on your face, just get up, you know what I mean, and try it again. But experience sometimes is the best teacher, you know what I mean? Like, when I was in college, I used to read a book, take notes, but I didn't know what I truly, know what I wanted to do until I, got out there into the world, into the field, and it was like trial and error. So I would tell them, you can do it, just try it, you know? Like, jump into it, you know what I mean? You never know, you might end up liking it, for
That's something I try to tell my boys all the time. Like, bro, you don't know where this can take you. You don't know what's going to happen afterwards, you know? So it's like, at the very least, give it a try, you know?
Yeah. All it be is fear. I mean, cause don't be scared. If you can, on the other side of fear is reward.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let fear stop you, because that might be your biggest blessing. But it'll hinder you if you're I'm kind of scared to do it. I could have been scared my first audition, first time jumping on stage, doing poetry slams, and but it's nah, do that. It builds confidence, builds your character, self-esteem, all that. So
for sure.
Yeah. So what do you have going on now? What's next for you, man? Where do you see yourself going? What would you like to do? Well, let's start with that. What do you have going on now?
Right now it's I called BMF 2 days ago. They called me. Right now it's acting. Acting done. I ain't gonna say it took over, but it took over right now with the arts, you know what I mean? So it's been Atlanta and New York for me, doing the show. That was going on. They had a 6-month what was that? The strike, for 6 months last year.
The writer's strike.
Yo, that was crazy. We couldn't even, you couldn't work. You couldn't be on TV or nothing. But during that time, I was working a side job back home, and working on writing, doing music, and trying to sketch new fashion ideas in the meantime. But as of right now, still acting. I think the next thing will be a BMF. They filming season 4 now in Atlanta, so we just spoke 2 days ago, so they was we'll give you the date to come back down here. So that's why I'm here right now.
How far do you think you could take it, man? Do you feel like you would want to be somebody in the starring role, or do you care to just only be a supporting actress?
Actor.
I'll take a role.
Appreciate it, Drew.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I could see myself audition for a lead role, you know what I mean? But it's you crawl before you walk,
for
you
sure.
know? I would, your background, you stand in, you feature supporting role, then you be the lead role, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So far I've been blessed to be background and stand in.
Mm-hmm.
I was a stand-in on BMF last year on season 3, seeing Meech, and Lil Baby was on set. Neo was there with the waves, the finger waves.
Yeah,
and,
I just
that character was wild.
I finished the season. I
Seeing him on set was crazy last year. I'm looking at Neo, he in the club with his pinky up, with the pinky ring, trying to flex, talking to all the girls and the strippers, and cause we in the strip club, it's BMF. And I'm looking at him what up?
Run that back now.
Hey, yeah, man. Hey, look, hold on.
He's out there with Angel and them.
Hold on, real quick, because that's kind of where I wanted him to go. Hey, bro, give a typical what's a daily. What's a day like behind the scenes, bro? And not on no funny stuff, on some real production, what?
Oh, now he trying to switch.
What does it take? Nah, I'm serious, bro.
You asking about how many butt cheeks you done seen?
Nah, bro.
It's not even. Hey, I got you, bro. Hey, man, you see how people do you? You see how you go, you leave, and you come back, and people.
We saw where you was going with that at first.
It's not, bro. It's not because most people they don't know behind the scenes stuff production wise, they don't know how long that day actually is, yo. How go extensive as far as that, bro. What does a typical day look like as far as recording, taping?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good. I'm glad you hit that because I would have missed that. I'm glad you asked. A typical day is 12, 14, 13 hours on set, and you there all day. You know, you might come 7 a.m. You might not leave till like 8 p.m. at night. You know what I'm saying? That's just one day. You know, and they might use you, might not for that day, like when you're doing background. But usually they do. It's a lot of work to go behind the scenes. That you know, off the camera, like it. They're real tedious. Like they're real like detailed. Like every little thing, they dot every I, cross every T. Everything matters, from your wardrobe to where you walking at, to the props. They might give you a cup of Hennessy and say, "Okay, I need you to stand over there."
And do it
Or,
real,
like,
do
you know,
it be real Hennessy.
Say,
Do it be real Hennessy.
it be cold. It be pissed. It don't be real. It don't be real. Like the stuff. Hey, they gave me a drink on episode 2, and then my friends like, "What was you drinking? Was it E&J? Was it Hennessy?" I said, "Man, that was like some watered down Pepsi, like, you know what I mean?" Like, but it's TV, like it's TV, so it's gonna look like. And then another product, they'll give you a cigar, a cigarette, and we in the strip club, so it's like a real strip club. And they like, "Here, take this, act like you a smoker."
Ain't you stripping?
Yeah, but some strippers in there, though, but it's different, you know. Behind the scenes is crazy.
Ain't you stripping?
No, I didn't. Neo was trying to talk to a stripper though, for real. Matter of fact, got the stripper, like all that. But they'll tell you, like Steady, Brandon, Drew, if y'all come on set and like say we background actors, they'll be like, hey, they'll give a meeting. Like nobody talk to the strippers. This is a workplace. It's professional.
These real
don't
strippers.
even stare at them. Like, don't even look at them. And they be fine. And I'd be like, "Hey, we at work. You better focus." You know what I mean? Because they'll send you up out of there. Like, behind the scenes.
Were they real strippers, though?
They got to be real.
Yeah, they were real.
Yeah,
They either be like real models, real exotic video like dancers, or some just be straight up strippers. But they all got like the body for it, so you can imagine. They be naked. It's a real strip club, and that's why they telling us we grown, right? Like be professional. I've been to a real strip club, so it wasn't nothing to me. But you know, some guys had never seen that, so they was like, "Oh wow, this is real." And then they say action, and you stand, you drilling over here, and they like, cut, like, what are you doing? Like, you know, they'll get on you, like,
oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah, you don't really think about
crazy.
that.
Drew, they getting you up out of there or what?
Say what?
They getting Drew.
Drew be focused, but he gonna be smooth with it.
I be focused, but they go
Drew
see
be low key still talking to him.
They gonna see me looking. Once they see me look, that's all I need to do.
Look, soon as they say action, I'll be looking. But when they say cut,
what does GTD mean, Tommy?
got the draw.
We ain't gonna go there.
Got the draw.
But yeah, like but that's dope, bro. Like being behind the scenes, like I think we lost him. Maybe. Oh yeah, he did.
He right there.
Yeah, being behind the scenes like that, like people like being in. I'm on the music side, so like just going to different festivals and people like asking me, y'all behind the scenes? It ain't like that. Like this is what is literally a production site. Like you know what I'm saying? It ain't like that all the time. So that's dope, bro. To get that perspective, bro.
Sure.
It is. I can tell you about anything I want. Law and Order, Power. Like I got stories for days. Like
I know you mentioned it earlier, but I didn't realize that this was still your home base. I thought you was, you know what I'm saying? Like from the outside looking in, you say, okay, he on the set of BMF, he on this, he doing this. You just assume you either in Atlanta or New York or LA. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you assume. But I was like, yo, his home base is still right here, bro. Like
he is in New York and Atlanta.
No, I know, like he's working there. But I'm saying, if I ain't talking, if I don't,
hey, bro,
he know what I'm trying to say.
Leave that man alone, man.
He know what I'm
Let him get his thoughts out.
you know what he doing?
He always do that, bro. He can't never let a man finish his thought. Then now he got my mind mixed up. My God, man.
My bad, B.
Damn.
He is in Atlanta and New York.
Yeah, he's been working there, nigga. But
I think we understand what you're saying, though. We understand.
Nah, I got you, bro.
Going back to what Drew was on the same note when talking about like the behind the scenes and like what actually goes in. Like, yo, you're traveling back and forth from North Carolina. It's not like your home base is like in these major cities. You know what I'm saying?
So how long do you have to stay for a taping? How long do you have to stay in that city?
Sometimes it's a month. When I was in Atlanta, I was living in Atlanta for a year and a half.
Gotcha.
So I was probably like 20, 30 minutes from the Todd Perry studio. So in Atlanta, I could just, I'm in Atlanta. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just had moved at home this year, probably like 2 months ago,
Oh,
like
word,
recently.
okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And I did it because I'm Atlanta cool, but I went to try up north, and I was like, well, North Carolina, like in between New York, Georgia below, so I can go up and go down, and catch a train or whatever I drove before. When I was in Atlanta, it was there. So, but yeah, now I'm in North Carolina, like now.
Okay. Bet.
One last thing, man. Being that you being from Bun, man, so many artists that we don't know of. So many individuals that come from Bun that a lot of people don't know that came from Bun. The Tyreeks, the Carries, and even just the artist side of it. Solely Ghost.
Yeah.
Have you
Low key
thought about
country.
Country,
collabing?
yeah.
Low key country. Have you thought about collabing with any of those individuals, or trying to connect with them on a music on a music side or fashion side?
Yeah, I did. I think a couple of years ago, I reached out to Quentin, Quentin Candy, piano.
Q.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot all about
I
Q.
reached out because he like a producer too. So I like Q, like we play ball, like let's do a record, and he doing a lot too. That playing the band. Drew, you too. Like, congrats to you. I gotta give you
Appreciate it, bro.
all y'all flowers. You know what I mean? Because
for sure.
I see playing the band with Rhapsody. I thought that was an accomplishment right there.
Yeah.
Like,
Still
you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I ain't leave you out.
reached out
I
to,
ain't leave you out by accident, Drew. I hope
But it's well documented. We've talked about
Yeah.
I know.
Bro, shut up, Mercedes.
Yeah, but
Bro,
yeah, I definitely.
all right.
You get back to town, niggas don't know how to act regular, man.
Hey, bro, I miss you, bro. I miss you.
I understand, man. Hey, look, bro, the feelings mutual, bro. I just man. But this was dope, bro. This was dope.
For sure, man.
Definitely, man. Like we said in the earlier, man, we'd like to give people their flowers, man. You're from the same, neck of the woods we from, man. And it's been beautiful to see your journey, man. It's been beautiful to see your, to know in depth your journey, man. And the ups and downs that you've gone through, is nothing short of amazing, man. And so, kudos to you, man. Thank you for joining us today, man. And really just bringing light to what you're going through, and we all of us and all of our followers and listeners really just wish you the best moving forward, man. If it's anything we can do, man, like, share, subscribe, repost any of your posts, man, definitely reach out to us, man. We look forward to it, man. Look forward to seeing you on screen, man. Especially that lead role, bro. Keep doing your thing, man. And it's much love to you, brother.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Hey, flowers to y'all. Congrats. I didn't get to say this earlier. B, congrats on the kids. I seen that. Like, I follow y'all too. You know what I mean? So I remember you and Gab, dating back in the day. So kudos to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Everything with the house, marriage, everything. You know what I mean? Congrats to y'all. I've been seeing y'all life accomplishments along the way. So I'm really tapped in. You know, see me every day, but. Congrats on the house study. I know you did that, and marriage, so.
Thank you, bro.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Drew,
man.
the band. I see you traveling all over the world, Drew, doing your thing. So
appreciate you, brother.
Salute to you.
Appreciate
and everything.
And I think for us, just to put a cap on that, man. You really don't know who you touch or who you reach out to, man. And so for me, I can speak for myself, Brandon and Andrew, man. We don't talk every day. We don't, but for you to say, hey, I see everything that you're doing, and it's a positive thing. Bro. It lets us know that, what we're putting out is touching somebody, even if we don't hear from them in that moment. So you saying that, man, and us saying, hey, you may not even known that, hey, we knew that you was in poetry, that we have been seeing you getting into fashion, but it's just something that we see. And that's a positive a light to Black community, the community that we're from, man. So from both sides, our side and your side, man, it just shows us that we're doing what we're supposed to do as individuals, is putting positivity out in the world, letting people know that, hey, we come from a small community, all four of us, and with that, we can make it. You don't have to go to the NFL. You don't have to make $1 million. You don't have to be this to look what success is.
I was literally just going to say that. Yeah.
So it's so beautiful, man. And for us, man, it's for me. I get emotional about this sometimes because it's like, the younger generation. I know that they're in good hands. Because we're putting out so much great positivity, so much things that you can actually touch and go out and see and go out and do, and it's not gonna be detrimental to those individuals. So, man, thank you, thank you for your time, and thank you for everything that you're doing, brother.
Hey, real quick, bro,
Yeah.
for the folks watching and listening, shout out to your socials, man, where they can find you and follow you, man.
Raven Sekou, RAVEN_Sekou, SEKOU. That's everything. Facebook, Instagram. And it's love for y'all. I'm from my people's like follow y'all. I'll be I'm be a fan. You never know who's watching. You know what I mean? I'm always out there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I remember you playing 06 and Freddie. Like I used to come to the basketball games as a middle schooler. You know what I mean? Just to show our age gap, but. I remember we were supposed to play your senior year, but you got that scholarship to state. That would have been crazy. I wanted to play with you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he needed to not play
I
basketball.
The one thing I tell Drew, I said,
that boy couldn't play basketball, save life.
Hey, Drew don't know because he didn't play varsity with me, but Gerard know. My junior year, my shot got right, bro. I would have came back senior year. And I would just been spotting up. I would have been spotting up. I'm just telling you.
Yo,
I would have been doing spotting up, bro. Because I wasn't trying to get hurt. I would have been spotting up, getting rebounds. That's all I would have did.
Massetti, we just
look at Sadie. Look at Sadie.
Let's just end it.
Look.
Let's just end
Massetti
it.
looking at me.
Hold on. Hey, look. Hold on.
This has been an amazingly beautiful conversation, man. Thank you for your time, man. Definitely appreciate you coming up here, man. In the future, man, if you want to hop on and give us an update of what you got going on, what you doing, man, definitely hit us and let us know, man. We can set this up anytime, man. Give us an update, man. Hey, tell Lil Meech,
what up, though?
Hey,
Free me.
Tell him
Free
what
Meech.
up.
Free
What
Meech,
up, though?
What up, though?
He cool too, man. I definitely will, bro.
No, for sure, man.
That's
For sure,
dope,
man.
yeah.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Blessings to you, brother, man.
Appreciate y'all watching The Gentleman's Guide, where we seek to unpack manhood one day at a time. This is a collective. Myself, Seti, Drew, Gerard, Raven. You a friend of the pod now, so you a part of that collective, man. We gonna get some more of y'all on. Low Key Country, we coming for you.
Yeah.
Solely Ghost, we coming for you.
Solely Ghost.
Neil, we got you.
There go the vocal.
Yeah, dog.
But yeah, man.
They
Yeah.
thought I had it. Drew got it. Like, I don't know.
But this, like I said, this is a collective, man. We seek
Sure.
to give different perspectives, but show the world that black men are not a monolith. That is the goal. And like
Word of the day is monolith. And what is that, Brandon?
bro, why you put me on the spot, bro?
Yeah, well,
we all don't look the same. We all don't look and act the same.
You threw the word out, bro. I'm trying to make sure
There you go.
explain it to me because I don't know what it means. Just for people that don't
we're
know.
not all the same. It's a spectrum. That's
I know
life.
mono means one. You know what I'm
There
saying?
you go. He over
All
here.
right, I got you.
Yeah, we're doing
I
hook
got
on
you.
phonics. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
man,
Hey,
look, I didn't go to NC State. I went to North Carolina
There you go,
Central.
there
You know
you
what I'm
go.
saying? We in the Bull City.
I went
you
to
know
North
what I'm
Carolina
Hey,
West.
shout out to Eagle. Bull City.
saying?
But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that. We out. Gentlemen's Down, we out.
Hey, out, man.
Boom.
Praise God.
Yeah, that was dope.